And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Sadiq Khan as his lies unravel. Now this guy is a compulsive liar. I would say he's worse than Keir Starmer, personally, for lying and gaslighting and misleading. I know that's a debate to be had, I suppose, but in my personal opinion, I think Sadiq Khan is worse than Keir Starmer. Do let me know who you think is worse down there in the comment section below. Now, I want to try and debunk this rhetoric that he's been posting about London and really give you the truth. Not that you necessarily need it, but I like to deal in facts, not random claims that Sadiq Khan makes. Guys, this is going to be an interesting one because it does contradict his post that he put up today. As always, guys, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more. So Sadiq Khan earlier on today put this post up. Now, Sadiq Khan's social media presence is appalling. I genuinely do believe no political figure should be able to turn their comments off. I just don't think they should be. They're serving the people and should be open to scrutiny and, of course, people's opinions. I don't think he should be able to have a social media account without his comments turned off. I really do. Anyway, he always posts this stuff about London. We often hear him come away and talk about all of the good things that he's done to London. Spoke about how great London is in rankings and what he has done to make it a better place. We're going to get to that momentarily. But I just want to take a look at what the propaganda that he's posting online right now. And as you can see, they can't all be wrong. London's #1, the best city in the world, top travel destination in the world, capital music in the world, nightlife in Europe, most romantic city in the world, most prosperous city in the world, most written about city in Europe, most searched for holiday destination. Now I thought to myself, right, I'm going to ask AI what this means. So I just simply said, is this true? And AI came back to me and said this: some of these rankings are real, some are selectively framed, and some are very outdated or based on tiny PR style surveys. In classic Sadiq Khan fashion, it's technically not fabricated, but it's extremely misleading. ChatGPT saying in classic Sadiq Khan fashion. So what's true? So Resonance Consultancy World Best Cities Ranking. London has been ranked by this consultancy multiple years in a row. This is well-known global rankings based on tourism, business, and livability. Social media mentions culture. So this one is legitimate. TripAdvisor, top travel destination. TripAdvisor did rank London as one most popular global destination in some past years. However, it hasn't been recently. It hasn't been #1 recently. So it was Sadiq's argument. He's just taking the ranking of the city from a few years ago and going, yeah, we're still #1. No. As you can see there, it's cherry-picked from older lists. Now we're going on to the section where it's half true and misleading. Capital of music, Seedpick, Time Out. Seedpick is a ticket reseller, Time Out is a lifestyle magazine. These aren't authoritative global bodies. It's more like we analyse ticket prices and social media mentioned. Therefore, London is #1. Very weak metric and Sadiq Khan is hanging on to it. Nightlife in Europe, Resonance, IPSOS. Resonance includes nightlife in their scoring, but they did not rank nightlife #1 as a standalone category. He pulled out a sub-metric and presented it as a headline ranking. Misleading. Most romantic city. Pour Moi is a lingerie company. They ran a PR survey ranking romantic destinations. So yes, technically it exists, but it's not a credible global index. So Sadiq Khan is saying that London is the most romantic city based on a lingerie company survey. What's not true and extremely misleading. Most prosperous city in the world. Resonance does not rank prosperity separately as #1 in the world. This is not an official standalone category. Most written about city in Europe, Aura Pint. Aura Pint is a printing company. They counted blog posts, Instagram captions, etc. That's basically a glorified CEO survey, not a serious demographic or tourism ranking. Most searched for destination, eDreams, Odiojo. These travel rankings change monthly. London is often top 5, but Tehran, Tokyo, Barcelona and Bali all outrank it depending on the year. This is a cherry picked from one favourable moment. So in reality of Sadiq Khan's post that no one can comment on, Sadiq Khan took 2 legitimate rankings, 2 partly legitimate submetrics, 4 random PR surveys, some outdated data, and packaged them as London is number one across the board. It's classic political marking. Does London rank high globally? Yes. London is consistently in the top 3 most global indexes. In this graphic, a fully honest representation? No, it's carefully curated spin. So then I went on here, I said, well, what are the negatives of London under Sadiq Khan? So this is where we get to the bit where Sadiq doesn't actually come out and speak about these ever, despite, he will always try and refute this and say that it's not true. But we're playing with stats and statistics here. We're playing with, facts is what we want. He's gave us his propaganda from some random surveys to fight his argument. But here we are. We've got fact-based measurable outcomes from 2016 to 2025. So here we go. Violent crime and knife crime surge. Knife crime increased significantly. Knife crime rose dramatically between 2016 and 2020, reaching a 10-year high. Teen knife murders reached record levels in multiple years, 2021 the worst year on record. Knife-enabled robberies and assault remained significantly above 2016 levels, when Sadiq Khan took over. Homicides up. Several years under Khan saw London's record the highest homicide levels in over a decade. We don't hear him say that. Machete and acid attacks. London became known as the machete capital of Europe in several reports. Acid attacks peaked with London having more than the rest of the Western world combined. Dude. Even with fluctuations since COVID, the overall picture is that London became more violent under Khan. Met Police collapse in public trust. Met placed under special measures. The Met Police was officially placed into special engaged status for systematic misconduct failures, internal corruption scandals, leadership dysfunction, failing public confidence. High-profile scandals, as we already know. Khan is responsible for police oversight. Public trust in the Met has hit a historic low. Cost of living explosion and housing crisis. Rents are at an all-time high. House prices remain the most unaffordable in Europe. Record homelessness. London accounts for 65 to 75% of England's homeless families in temporary accommodation. Over 100,000 children in temporary housing. ULEZ expansion and car charges backlash, massively unpopular. ULEZ expansion hit out-of-borough working class households hardest. Charges of £12.50 a day affected careers, shift workers, self-employed tradespeople, low-income families. Economic impact, businesses reported falling footfall in outer London. Many feared scrappage schemes were insufficient. Transport for London, financial crisis. The TfL effectively went bankrupt. Needed multi-billion pound emergency bailouts, mismanagement accusations, and then of course tube reliability issues. Rising immigration pressure on London services. Remember, he's the one that says that it's our greatest strength. We need mass migration, and London is built on mass migration. Not opinion, London Council's own data. Schools, GPs, housing and social services reported to be at breaking point. Some boroughs declared that they cannot cope with the new arrivals because housing stock is exhausted. Remember the mantra that Sadiq Khan operates under about migration. He's all for it. He's open border policy, all these things, and says London needs more of it. But their own data and London's council's own data suggests that's not the case. Record business closures under Sadiq Khan. High street decline. Central London saw record shop closures. Bar, restaurant shutting. Major chains leaving Oxford Street. Reasons include high business rates, transport issues, crime, post-COVID recovery failure. Public filth, cleanliness and antisocial behaviour. Litter, fly tipping, rough sleeping. Large parts of London have become dirtier. Fly tipping rose sharply. Aggressive begging and open drug use in some zones. Tube safety, more reports of harassment, pickpocketing, antisocial behaviour, vapes, drugs openly used on buses. Failure to build enough homes. As stated, Khan makes promises. 116,000 affordable homes by 2022. He missed the target. Even London Assembly reports he failed to acquire land fast enough, deliver genuinely affordable housing, meet family-sized home needs. Construction numbers are still below what London needs. London's global reputation decline. While he posed selective London is number one graphics, The truth is many global indexes place London lower for safety, affordability, quality of life, ease of doing businesses. Cities like Dubai, Singapore, and Tokyo now outperform London on multiple metrics. So there you are. We literally used AI to debunk the sort of rhetoric that Sadiq Khan's pushing, so it just shows he's a liar, but also all of the failings that's happened under his stewardship, under his leadership, and what we're seeing really, the real things that actually matter. Like, no one really gives a crap if London is the best night out or if it's the romantic city, according to a lingerie survey. And what people really care about is the safety, the affordability, the knife crime, everything else that we just discussed in the second part of the video. That's what people actually care about. And that's actually where you're going to be measured on a good mayor or not, and whether a city is a good place or not. Not crap that he was posting just there. But the fact that he's posting about that stuff suggests, well, he can't actually share the statistics about the real ongoings and the real issues within this country. So his lies unravel, as always, and just another day, and Sadiq Khan just looked like an absolute fool. Guys, let me know your thoughts on that. I hope you enjoyed it. Something a little bit different, but yeah, you can't argue with facts. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Peace.